Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. So good morning from me, great rising everybody, good morning, and I hope it's a good day for everybody. It's Friday, the weekend is upon us, and let's see what the weekend brings for Leeds. Will it see Lucas Perry signed and sealed in Germany as Leeds continue their plans for the new Premier League season? In Germany, I think they play tomorrow, Leeds, but it has been behind closed doors. They did win a friendly game against lower league German side the other day. It was 4-1, wasn't it? Goals from two from Yol Peru. One was a penalty. One from Lucas Nemecha, and the other one was from Willie Nonto. But we're here to talk about transfers, really, Leeds fans. Let me know in the comments there below how you're feeling about the current transfer situation. There was bit quiet this week, wasn't it? Until yesterday, where things started to pop off a little bit. And Beren Cross from the Athletic, we've said before many times, when the Athletic starts to tell you things, you know it's facts. They don't deal with rumours, they only deal with facts. It's what I'm trying to do on here, really, isn't it? If you have been watching in this sort of off season, but yeah, look, we're going to talk about some players here today. The first of which is Lucas Perry, the goalkeeper. We have spoke about him on the channel a few weeks ago. Interest has been there for quite a few weeks from Leeds now. Lyon escaped the fate of League 2 football next season. They will be in League 1, but they look like they're losing a few players, and one of which is Mr. Perry, the Brazilian goalkeeper. Is he 27 years of age? I think Perry played at Lyon since January of 2024, so about 18 months or so now. He's been there, came from Botafogo. I think no coincidence that John Textor is owner of both of those clubs. I'm not sure, maybe that was in a situation where, Fogo and Leon have a little bit of a understanding. We'll have a few of your players, maybe. I don't know how it works with them, but Perry, yeah, big man, long throw. I mean, I know Graham Smythe was saying, wasn't he, you can throw a kettle over a pub. I think that's an office reference, isn't it, potentially? But yes, look, he's got a big throw on him. He looks a good shot stopper, and for me, 15.6 million pounds. It's not a great deal when you think about what you could pay for a top flight goalkeeper. For instance, look at what Newcastle and Man City are potentially looking at paying for James Trafford to bring him to their respective clubs. Obviously, the English tax is there as well, but you know what I mean. I think generally we're shopping in Europe, aren't we? By the look of it, these players do come a little bit cheaper in Europe than they do in England, particularly if you are English. So you look into Europe. There's some top players there. Perry looks like a really good signing. It does beg the question: what now will happen to Elland Meslier? I think we all know Elland will go, but I think Carl Darlow will take up that keep his number two spot and play in the cups and these things. But yeah, Perry definitely. I mean, is there an argument that you might say sell Darlow and keep Meslier as the number two? Let me know in the comments there below, because I don't think that's a out of this world kind of take, really. There, I think Meslier. Who's going to take him really realistically? I think he's still got time on his contract, hasn't he? So you've got to look at a suitor, but those mistakes are very, very high profile. What it somebody made last season, weren't they? So I'm not sure being dropped at the end of the season. A lot of teams will be looking at that, saying, "Do we really want to take a chance on him?" I'm not sure. I think Elland. Well, there's talk about him going to the Championship, isn't there, in Leicester City? So maybe he does that and then goes on loan or something. But I'm not so certain. We'll wait to see. For me, he can stay as a number two. I don't mind that, but I don't think he will ultimately. I think he will go. Let me know what your thoughts are on that in the comments there. But Lucas Perry, set for a medical in Germany, where Leeds are based at the moment. And then the contract will be wrapped up. Perhaps he's already done the medical. I don't know. Well, as of recording right now, he hasn't yet been signed or anything official hasn't been said. So let's wait and see. But let's move on and look at other areas where Beren did say yesterday about, and the big one here is Mr. Igor Paixão, the Brazilian winger. Now we're looking like we're going to Brazil, aren't we, Leeds? Here, the Samba football. Hugo Bonito is back at Leeds. First time since Rafa. It would be, obviously, Perry would be the uh, first Brazilian through the door since Rafinha. First ever Brazilian goalkeeper, I believe, that Leeds United have ever had. And I think he is some kind of history, I think, is the most expensive goalkeeper I think that Leeds have ever acquired. And the most expensive goalkeeper that Leon have ever sold. So there's a little bit of history there with Perry. Look, let's move on to Paixão and another Brazilian man that came through at Curitiba, of course, played a season in Serie A. And if you watch this channel, I like to plug my Talking Brazil Ball podcast with my twin brother James. We talk all things Serie A, Brazilian football. So it's great from my point of view that we're looking at all these Brazilian players. But Paixão, Marseille looked like they were going to get him, didn't they? But it has stalled. It's stalled incredibly, actually, at the moment, and they don't look likely, Marseille, to be able to stump up the cash that Feyenoord want. And Leeds, it came last night, a bit late last night, that Leeds have put in an official bid. We don't know of the true sort of reliability of the source, which was Feyenoord transfer marked. Lots of followers and stuff on Twitter, including Fabrizio Romano. Doesn't necessarily mean a great deal. We wait to hear from the likes of Fab Romano whether that is true, and Leeds have made an official bid, but it is thought to be more than Marseille, considerably more. I think Marseille were looking at 28 million euros. We're looking at 35 million euros. I think it's about 30 million pounds. So it's a big deal for Leeds, this. They want to get it done. They're waiting. Looks like they're waiting might be paying off, and they're definitely going down the Rafa route of selling Paixão. The story of Rafinha, not that he needs to know, he will already know that, but they're really pushing Rafa's sort of trajectory into the Barcelona team, being Barcelona captain with the Brazilian national side as well. Very much a main figure in both of wherever he plays football, whether it be Barca or Brazil. Nowadays is Rafinha, isn't he? And Leeds officials are very much going down that route and trying to sell Paixão that dream of, look, you can come to Leeds, you can further your career, Premier League football, you might even break into the Brazilian team, and then you might get a move on to likes of Barcelona, whatever, from there. So Leeds know what we are, don't we? We're very much a stepping stone club at this moment in time, and that's what I think they're going to sell it to him as, basically, but it'll be, he'll have a great time in the process, obviously. So let me know what you're thinking about Paixão. Will we get him? It's been rolling on for a little while now, this. Will we finally get our man, or will somebody else swoop in and get him? It looks like Marseille might be struggling to stump up the money. But let's have a look at another Brazilian man that we are linked with, which is Mr. Rodrigo Muniz, playing in the Premier League already with Fulham. And he scored 8 goals last season, number 9 on his back for Fulham. Very much a main man for Fulham, but it very much hinges this on whether Leeds can get another, whether Fulham can get another striker in the door. Muniz, though, we've known for 5 or 6 weeks that he is a target for Leeds. He's a big target. You don't really see many more sort of substantial striker links. Striker is definitely a position we need to strengthen in. I would say we need 2, actually, after the the news that Farker broke last week that both Bamford and Mr. Mateo Joseph Bamford doesn't want to leave. He's been frozen out. And also Mateo Joseph does want to leave. So that would leave us 2 strikers down. Maybe we just need one as a covering man for what would be Joseph. I don't know. Let's wait and see. But Muniz is definitely the man they're wanting for the main striker this season. Let's see how that one progresses. Also, Beren Cross did mention the likes of Buwaka, I think his name is, at Strasbourg, who is a winger, and also El Canous, was playing in the Premier League last season for Leicester City. The Belgian-born Moroccan international is mainly a number 10, so that would say that Fark is still looking at a number 10. But he is, I think, maybe looking at changing up the formation for this season and going a 4-3-3 instead of a 4-2-3-1. But let's wait and see how that goes. With that, to me, with the question, the talk of El Canuse, it does look like maybe we are still looking at a 10. The other lad, Bakwa, is playing at Strasbourg, who have done absolutely magnificently. Both of those young lads, I think Bakwa is 22, El Canuse is 21. So, yeah, would very much be back up. But it's great to see that Leeds are looking at, I think he said 3 main signings. One would be Perry, I guess one would be Pakshaw, one would be Muniz, and then we're looking at beefing up the squad with extra quality, which is great to see as well. We could well take us into signings past double figures. I think we'll be on to 7 once Perry signs, and then I think we'll surpass double figures definitely. I think we're maybe bringing about 12 by the end of it, by the look of it. But we needed the quality in, and we still need quality in. But let me know your thoughts on all of those in the comments below. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to. Marching on together, and I'll see you on the next one.